let's take more questions on 2-point form. Suppose we have to find the equation of diagonals of a rectangle which is formed by these lines. Now if you look closely, what is this? X is equal to A. X is equal to A is a line parallel to y-axis. This x equal to A dash is also a line parallel to y-axis. Similarly, y is equal to B is a line parallel to x-axis, and y equals to B dash is also a line parallel to x-axis. Now if we look closely, we do not know the signs of A, B, A dash, B dash, but we definitely know they are parallel to x-axis and y-axis. Now suppose x equal to A, assuming them to be positive, this is a line parallel to y-axis at a distance of A. Similarly, we have a line x equal to A dash, or rather if we don't want to use, we can also draw like this. Let's say this is x equal to A dash. This is x is equal to A line, and this is x equal to A dash line. Both of them are what? Parallel to y-axis. Similarly, y is equal to B. Let's say we draw this line. This is y is equal to B, and this is also y is equal to, let's say, B dash. You can take any of them because we are not sure whether B is greater or B dash is greater, or A is greater, A dash is greater. You can take any value of your choice. And this is, let's say, x is equal to A and x equal to A dash. Now where is our rectangle formed? A rectangle formed by these lines is which part? This is your rectangle. This is your rectangle. This is the rectangle which is formed by these lines. Now if this is the rectangle, we are interested in finding out the equation of its diagonals. These equations we want to know. So assume the vertices to be A, B, C and D. Now what is the vertex A? Now A lies on x is equal to A. All the points lying on this line will have the x coordinate as A. And it is lying on y is equal to B also. All the points on this line will have the y coordinate as what? B. Therefore coordinates of A are A comma B. On the same logic, B lies on the line x is equal to A dash. All the x coordinates would be A dash and all the y coordinates would be B. Therefore coordinates of B are A dash B. Similarly, what is C? Same logic. C lies on x equal to A dash. Therefore all the x coordinates are A dash. And what are the y coordinates? B dash. Similarly, D would be, it lies on x is equal to A. Therefore all the x coordinates are A and all the y coordinates are B dash. Now if you know A, B, C, D, what would be the equation of diagonal AC? We can use the 2-point form because A is what? A comma B, and C is what? A dash B dash. So using the 2-point form, we can write y minus y1. Assume this to be x1 y1. Assume this to be x2 y2. Y minus y1 be x minus x1. Now here we'll write y2 minus y1. B dash minus A dash upon A dash minus A. This would be your required equation of the line, or rather diagonal AC. You can simplify this. Y minus B into A dash minus A is equal to B dash minus A dash. We have made a mistake. This should be B. This should be B and x minus A. This is the equation of diagonal AC. Similarly, equation of diagonal BD would be what? We know the coordinates of B as A dash B and D as AB dash. Again using the 2-point form. Y minus, assume this to be x1 y1 and assume this to be x2 y2. So what do we get? Y minus y1 be x minus x1. Now y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now you can rearrange this. Y minus B into A minus A dash is equal to B dash minus B into x minus A. These are your equations of diagonals. Next, we take this question now. This is a very important question. Find the equations of the straight lines which go through the origin. Now in this question you will have to first decode what the question is saying, and this is a very important question. Suppose these are your axes, x-axis and y-axis. This is y-axis, this is x-axis, and there is a line. We have to find the equation of lines. Lines means there could be more than one lines. which are passing through origin. Now there are infinite lines that can pass through origin. What type of lines do we need? Our line should trisect the portion of the straight line. Trisect the portion of the straight line, this which is intercepted between the axis of the coordinate. Now whenever you are given the equation of line, you should either mentally or by writing it, find the points where your line cuts the x-axis and y-axis. Now this line cuts x-axis at which point? Where y is 0. Now put y is equal to 0, we get 3x is equal to 12, x comes out to be 4. Therefore, our line cuts the x-axis at which point? 4, 0. Similarly, our line cuts the y-axis at which point? Where x is 0. We'll put x as 0, so we'll get y is equal to 12. Therefore, our line is cutting the y-axis at 0, 12. Therefore, now we can draw our line. This line is passing through like this. This is the equation of our line, 3x plus y. You can actually draw the line by knowing the points where it is cutting the x-axis and y-axis always. Now, we want to find the equation of line which is passing through origin and is trisecting the portion of the line which is intercepted between the axes. This is the portion, this portion. Rather, this portion. This portion is the portion which is intercepted between the axes. Intercepted means the piece of the line which is between the coordinate axes. Now this portion is being trisected by the lines. Either it is trisecting like this or it is trisecting like this. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this portion. What do you mean by trisect? Trisect means dividing the line into 3 equal parts. Because it is not telling you from which end we have to trisect, either from x-axis to y-axis or y-axis to x-axis. That is why there are 2 cases which are possible. If it is this line, this is line passing through origin. Let this point be P and let this point be Q. Now if OP is the required line, then OP is trisecting it. Therefore the point P will divide the join of A and B in which ratio? 1:2. Trisect means 3 equal parts. Therefore, if this is one of the parts, the other 2 parts would be also equal. And if the line is OQ, then if we move from x-axis to y-axis, then it should be 1:2. If we move from A to B, then it should be 2:1. These are 2 parts and this is 3rd part. Therefore, we have to be very aware that there are 2 possible cases in this case. Most of the students will find this case 1:2. The other case would be 2:1. Therefore, there are 2 lines which are possible which will trisect. Either the question says the line trisects from x-axis to y-axis, then there would be one case, or it says the line is trisecting from y-axis to x-axis, then it will be just one answer. But since it is not telling us from which end we are trisecting it, therefore there will be 2 options. Now, in this we will have to use what? Section formula to find the coordinates of P and Q. Section formula for P, what should we use? 1 into 4 plus 0 into, or rather 0 into 2 upon 2 plus 1. Similarly, 1 into 0 plus 2 into 12 upon 2 plus 1. This will give you P. Similarly, Q can be found out by using the ratio 2:1. 2 into 4 plus 0 into 1 upon 2 plus 1. Similarly, 2 into 0 plus 1 into 12 upon 2 plus 1. So this coordinate comes out to be 4/3, this is 24, 8, and this would be 8/3, this would be 4. Now, if we want the line through origin, therefore the equation of line OP is what? 2-point form. O is 0, 0, and P is what? 4/3, 8. Assume this to be x1, y1. Assume this to be x2, y2. Therefore, applying the formula, y minus y1, y2 is 8 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, x minus x1. which implies y is equal to 8 upon 4 by 3 into x. So therefore y equals to 6x. This is the equation of one of the lines. Similarly, the equation of line OQ rather, it is also passing through origin and its coordinate q is 8 by 3 comma 4. Therefore, applying the formula, assuming this to be x1 y1, assuming this to be x2 y2, y minus y1 x minus x1 y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. We get y is equal to 4 into 3 by 8 x. So what do we get? Cross multiplying it, 2y is equal to 3x. This is the other equation of the line which is passing through origin and trisecting the portion of the line 3x plus y is equal to 12 in the ratio, or rather trisecting, therefore it obviously means 1:2. I hope you have understood the question.